Hey y'all, so happy Sunday. I hope you guys are doing well today. I hope your week so far has been great, as well as your holidays if you celebrate. But I am back to give you guys another channeled message. The message that I heard earlier was it is time to free yourself from the emotions you've been carrying. It is time to free yourself of what keeps you in emotional bondage. What I get from that message, and it's in general, is whoever you are within the collective, you could be male, female, feminine, masculine. I'm not really targeting a specific energy here. It could really apply to any of you. There's a lot you've been holding in for a very long time. 111 on a timer, so you can be seeing that number. There's a lot of people around you. I strongly feel like maybe family, friends. For a very long time, it's been hard for you to maybe express yourself. It's been a lot of things that you've been carrying in terms of what you've endured throughout your life. Um, I get mostly through your childhood and mostly through your adult life. So from a child up until now, I get heavy childhood, like your inner child. There's a lot that you've been carrying, and whoever you are, naturally, it's 211 on the timer, so you could be seeing that number. It's easy for you to appear as if you're okay. It's easy for you. I just seen 222, so you could be seeing that number as well. It's easy for you to um, put on a show like you're okay, but deep down inside, I just seen 234, so you can see that number as well. You don't have to be. Um, when people kind of ask you, "Are you okay?" Your natural response is to tell them yes, but I feel like whoever you are, you're getting to a place where it's becoming more difficult to pretend that you're okay. Um, I feel like the universe, I feel like God, and in essence, is calling you to release this. Like it's almost as if you're being called to release this. There's a lot that you want to accomplish. There's a lot that you want for your life in general. A lot of positive changes that you want to make happen for your life. And I feel like 333 on the timer, so you could be seeing that number. I feel like before that can actually usher into your existence, there's some emotions that you've been carrying that needs to be released. There's pain that needs to be released. There's unresolved childhood pain I'm hearing that um, you need to release. I also get that there might be also relationship trauma and pain that you need to release as well. It's just a very heaviness that I get. This is something that you carry on your shoulders every day. And whoever you are, you have pretty much turned the the I'm okay attitude into an art form. Like no one can really tell whether or not you're upset about something, whether or not you're depressed about something, because you the poker face that you put on, the mask that you put on, it's hard for people to read you. It's hard for people to know if you um, are in a certain emotion because you don't wear it on your face a lot. You're the type of person that whoever you are, you don't show your emotions a lot. That does not come natural for you. I picked that up very strong, whoever you are within the collective. Um, but I truly feel like the reason why you're like that is because that comes from something in relations to your childhood. Like what I get from this group that I'm speaking to within the collective, you were told a lot as a child that whenever you felt something, like whenever you had an emotional response to something, or you want to cry about something, or you want to express yourself a certain way, you were told a lot to shut up, um, suck it up, um, almost as if like your parents or the older elders that maybe raised you, maybe your grandparents raised you, or both, or aunts or uncles, whoever raised you, they made you suppress a lot of these emotions. They made you suppress who you really are. They made you, I wouldn't say necessarily make you, but at the same time, as children, we don't get a choice. Like when we're younger, we don't get a choice. On religion, we don't get a choice. On our emotions, like I guess what I'm trying to say is when usually, and again, this is what I personally feel. Usually, like when we need to heal from something our from our childhood, it usually ties into the fact that we were made to suppress our emotions a lot as children, and that usually is the case for the normal household. Like whether you're a boy or a girl, definitely when if you're a male, um, men are taught at an early age. I'm just using this for an example. They're taught at an early age to not express emotion, and if they need to express their emotion, do it behind closed doors or when nobody's looking, or don't show too much emotion. If you're hurt about something, you're a man, you're supposed to be strong, suck it up. That's usually how a little boy is raised up until the time he becomes a man. And so, right there from childhood, that child is being taught to suppress. They're not being taught to express their emotions. They're not being given a space that it's okay to do that. So, from an early age up until the time a man becomes an adult, and this is just again personally what I feel. I don't feel like I'm an expert on these things, but if you really think about it, it makes sense. Um, that's why I feel like a lot of men, like it doesn't come natural for men to show their emotions. I'm not saying all men are like this, but the average man, it's not easy for them to show their emotions because at an early age, when they are children, their father, mother, or both, or one over the other, usually it's the father, will tell that child, hey, if you fall down and you scraped your knee, suck it up. If you got beat up at school, you better fight back and win or else. Don't show them you no punk. You're not a punk. Only punks cry. Like that's usually the response that most parents give their children, especially a little boy. So like at an early age, and even girls, we're not given that space and opportunity to like express ourselves when we're feeling a certain emotion, like when something's bothering us, or if you were a child and maybe somebody violated you at an early age, like SA you. I'm going to say SA because It's probably going to get posted on YouTube, and or try to put it on TikTok, but if not, it'll be on YouTube. Um, or maybe you suffered from abuse, like maybe physical abuse from your parents or whoever. So again, you weren't given that space to freely express yourself. Instead, you were taught to suppress. You were taught to suck it in and act as if it doesn't exist, or suck it up and then keep going. So naturally, as an adult, from the time you were a child up until now, the adult you, that's usually your emotional response to things. You're going to, like, that's going to be your first go to. Why? Because you don't know anything else outside of that. So I feel like, again, what this message is really telling some of you in the collective, I don't feel like this is going to resonate for everybody. And if it does, then I hope it helps give you some sort of clarity so that you kind of know where to start where it concerns your healing. I just seen 11:11 on the timer. It is very vital that you start your healing journey and you start to release the things you've been holding on to from the time you were a child up until now, especially if you suffered a lot in your childhood. Whatever you suffered in your childhood, whatever you suffered in past relationships, all of that is going to come up to the surface every time somebody triggers you, or even when you're not necessarily triggered. It's going to keep manifesting itself. It's going to keep coming to the surface and presenting itself to you until you face those inner parts of yourself. Otherwise, you're just going to keep going in one big circle, and you're going to keep feeling this emptiness that you try to fill with other things. And even when you try to fill it with other things, you're still there's gonna be a big part of you that feels not complete. And you can try to fulfill it with using other people or substances, or temporarily, escaping through food, whatever the case may be. But eventually, you'll have to face those emotions, and they'll keep coming up, and they'll keep coming up and coming until you face them. So I feel like whoever you are, you're getting to this place where it's getting hard for you to keep pretending that you're okay. And I don't know why this is coming up, but this could have happened to you recently. I'm picking up that you could have had some sort of, I feel like some sort of argument took place. This could have been with your family members, or this could have been with a significant other. I'm really getting both energies. So I feel like some of you in the collective, you could have had like an argument with someone within your family, and old emotions from the past came up in that argument. Something took place within your family, or you witnessed something that was hurtful to you, or somebody did something that was hurtful to you, and that came up, or your resentment for that person or your parents, or there's something around those subjects that it came up in the argument that you had. I feel like whatever this argument was, you weren't really trying to argue. It was almost as if you were trying to avoid it, but the other person kept kind of like pushing your buttons, and so you finally got triggered, and that's when it all came out. And whoever this is that was on the receiving end of it, you really let this person have it. I just seen 1444, or you could be seeing 144. Others of you, I feel like this could have been a significant other that you had this argument with, and certain certain emotions, like certain pain from your past relationships, like certain things that triggered you, that was painful, or people that hurt you from your past relationships. Some of that resurfaced in this argument that you had with your significant other. I feel like if this is a significant other you had a argument with, hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. My bad. So yeah, what I really get from this message, whoever you are, whether you are male, female, like I said, I'm not really targeting a specific gender here or energy, but I feel this message is it's just calling you to release. I feel like the universe, God, um, is reminding you that it may be time for you to release what no longer serves you. And in this case, I feel like it's the emotions you've been carrying. It's the baggage, the emotional baggage you've been carrying, because whatever argument or moment you had that made you explode in that moment, like it was almost as if all your anger, all your frustration, the emotions you've been carrying but yet suppressing and not really releasing that, and not healing from whatever past pain and traumas you've endured, all of that came to the surface. Or I would even say a portion maybe of that came to the surface, because whoever you are that's going to resonate with this message, I just seen 1717 on the timer, so you'd be seeing that angel number. It's time for you to release that. And I truly feel like this message is telling you, in order for you to move to the next level, and in order for all the positive opportunities and the positive energy to that you want in your life, that you, all the things that you desire that's of this new positive energy that you want to come in, it's almost like it's on hold until you release whatever pain and trauma this is, or both, that you've been carrying. And when I say you've been carrying this, I don't get like months or a couple of years. I get like this has been all your life. You've been carrying this. Whoever you are that I'm speaking to, you've been carrying this for your almost your entire life up until now. So from a child up until now, you've been kind of holding back and um, just suppressing, and you just been moving through life as if you are okay, when on the inside you're not. Like whoever you are on the inside, what I really get from you is that you are breaking on the inside. Like you are, it's almost as if what I get from you, it's almost as if you are screaming for help, or screaming for someone to listen, for someone to understand, so for someone to see you, to hear you. 1919 on the timer, but no one is around to see you or hear you, or to understand. So it's not just emptiness that I get from you. It's the need to have someone to understand you, the need to, like, it's like you want help, you're screaming for help, but no one is coming to help you, or no one is hearing you scream out for help. I don't know if this is making sense, but this is This is kind of like the energy that I get from whoever you are. It's just very heavy. Like the emotions that you've been carrying, it's very heavy. And what I get from you as well is that there is a part of you that wants to release this. You're just not entirely sure um, how to. I just seen 2020 on a timer there. So you could be seeing that number. I feel like your spiritual advice here, especially if you resonated with this message, you're not going to heal all the things you need to heal in one day or a couple of weeks or even a couple of years. But start off small. Try to find time to yourself, um, to commit to doing, yes, self-care, to commit to pouring this time into yourself. You can start with meditation, like, for starters, to do that small thing first. And I just seen 2111, so you'll be seeing that number, or 111. I also just seen 2121 on a timer. Um, there are a lot of guided meditations that's out there that really helps with releasing um, inner childhood wounds. Um, whether you're trying to release the past and like release the pain from the past, there's a lot of meditations that help with that. You can also start with Reiki healing if you know someone that practices that, or there are Reiki healers online as well. I would be careful um, with some of the meditations and Reiki healers that may be online. I'm not saying everyone is. I'm not saying that they're necessarily bad. I'm saying I just seen 2222 on the timer, or you could be seeing 2221. Could be significant. Just be careful what you tune into, and like whatever person that is practicing that spiritual practice, just be careful. I learned that the hard way personally, so that's just like kind of food for thought. But yeah, try meditation. If you even feel like journaling, like getting you a journal and journaling, like writing down your emotions, you can do that. Or you can record your emotions, um, like through voice recording. Whatever helps you to release. In general, I'm going to be very honest with you. Healing to me is about going back to those uncomfortable places where it concerns childhood inner healing. I just seen 2323 on the timer. I'm going to just kind of use that for an example. When it concerns your inner child, what you're really doing, like to heal that, what you're really doing is that you're going all the way back to your childhood, where whatever traumatic event took place, whether it was abuse, whether it was sexual abuse, physical abuse, where maybe you got beat a lot from your parents, or maybe you were picked on a lot as a child, maybe you were bullied. Whatever painful experience that took place with you as a child, now you have to go back. You have to go back to that memory, which is really uncomfortable to do. And it's going to trigger you when you go back to this place. But the objective of going back to these uncomfortable places, to these memories that are painful, the objective is to release yourself from it. So when you go back to this painful experience in your childhood, in that moment, you'll get triggered. In that moment, you might give an emotional response to where it makes you cry. It might even make you angry a little bit. In that moment, once you cry, once you respond emotionally, even if it means you crying it out, in that moment, you are cleansing yourself. You're finally allowing yourself to feel that pain. You're not suppressing it, because now you've come face to face with it. In a sense, you've come face to face with that part of yourself that holds that pain. And the reason why I can talk about this like this is because I've done some inner child healing myself. um and I'm gonna be brutally honest. If I'm gonna keep it like 1,000 with you guys, healing in general, it is not fun. I'm gonna be very honest. Like it's not easy. It really, really is not. It's not easy at all. And it's not, when I say it's not fun, it's not like you're gonna do a lot of crying. You're gonna do a lot of reflecting. You're gonna do a lot of going back to old painful memories, etc. And as you heal certain, like one layer of yourself, is, you're going to continue to where you keep peeling back all these different layers of yourself. Whatever emotions that need to come out, it's going to require you to go back to these memories of whatever took place that hurt you. And in order for you to even do that, you have to be willing to want to do that. You have to be willing to want to free yourself. But in doing so, you're going to be triggered once you go back to those places. Like it's not going to be fun. Because it's almost as if you are, in a sense, reliving that pain. But again, the objective, when you go back to those places in your mind, um, and yes, while it's painful to relive it, the objective is for you to finally feel, allow that moment to allow yourself in that moment when you go back to those uncomfortable places, or rather in this case, the painful memories. When you go back to those places that pain started from, the objective is to allow yourself to feel, to allow whatever emotions that you've been suppressing about that painful memory to come up finally. To not act as if it doesn't exist, to not act as if you're okay and that's the past and we can't change the past. No, we can't change the past. But running away from the past and acting as if it does not exist, when you don't face the past, I should say, it has a way of replaying itself in your future. Like you can move forward with your life all you want to, but in some way, shape, or form, those past traumas and pain that you have been carrying, whether it's from childhood or teenage years that you endured this pain, whatever your story is, it's going to come up. It's going to play itself out until you face it. And the only reason why it keeps coming up is because you keep denying that it's there. You keep suppressing the very thing that needs to come up, the very thing that you need to face about yourself. So, in essence, in order to heal, we have to allow ourselves to feel. And in doing that, like I said, it's not fun. Like healing, it's not a fun ride. But what I will say is, as you heal, if that's something you decide to do, because again, I truly feel we all have free will, so I'm going to let you know you do have that. It's the choice is yours. But if you want to move forward to the next level, I feel like that's what this message is telling you. You can't move forward and attract all these positive changes and all these positive blessings and this positive energy that you want to come into your existence until you tackle this, until you tackle that pain that you've been carrying, that you've been acting as if you're okay about, when the truth of the matter is you're not. You haven't been for a long time. And so it is uncomfortable, but as you heal, as I stated, as you heal and you keep peeling back those layers. My bad, y'all. As you heal, I guess what I'm trying to say is that you'll start to feel not only lighter, like the energy, it'll almost feel as if a weight is being lifted from you. I just seen 3111, so you could be seeing that number, or again 111 could be significant. Um, and you'll start to gain, like it'll start to give you a sense of empowerment. It'll start to feel just energetically like you are becoming more free. Like the chains are breaking from those emotions you've been carrying. Like the emotional baggage, it will become lighter and lighter as you keep going along in your healing journey. But again, it it'll literally take you being brutally honest with yourself and finally facing yourself, even though it's uncomfortable, in order for you to start somewhere. Like in order for you to jumpstart your healing journey, it really takes you coming face to face with yourself and no longer running from it, no longer running from you. So it literally becomes a thing where it's you versus you. And again, I feel like this message is saying all the um, new opportunities, all the new positive energy that you want in your life is there. It's waiting for you. God wants to, I wouldn't say trying, God wants to bring you what you truly deserve. But in order for you to attract positive, you have to release the negative. In order for you to not keep attracting the same type of people, I'm just going to use love and relationships. You have to heal from any broken relationships that have hurt you in your past. Otherwise, you're going to cause someone else pain, probably unintentionally, that don't deserve it. And the reason for that is because, again, you're carrying that pain from the past relationship. You haven't healed from that. So now you're putting everybody in the same box, and you're going to end up hurting a brand new person that didn't do it to you. Or in most cases, you'll attract the same type of relationships that reflect what you need to heal within yourself, if that makes sense. A lot of people call them karmics, but you know, take what resonates. But here, but I think again, my message to like whoever you are deserving of all the great things that life has to offer. You are deserving of love. You are deserving of peace. You are deserving of a new positive beginning. 3444 on a timer. But in order for you to attract that and bring that into your existence, The universe doesn't give us the universe doesn't give us things based upon, I'm going to put this. The universe doesn't respond, I should say, to just words. The universe operates based upon energy, based upon where are we with our energy. We want a positive, emotional, intelligent partner. Do we reflect that? I just seen 35 on the timer. We want positive new connections through other people. We want to bring that into our existence. Do we reflect that? So the universe sends us back whatever energy we're operating at. So if you're constantly in a negative head space, if you are carrying negative emotions based upon your past experiences from your childhood, from things you endured as an adult or your teenage years, whatever, and you have not let the past go, like you haven't healed from the past and you haven't let it go as well. Maybe there's resentment for certain people from your past. Maybe you haven't forgiven certain people. All of that ties into negative energy in essence. It's not saying that you're trying to be a negative person per se. It's the energy that you're carrying, that you're vibrating on. So in essence, the universe is just going to match that. It's going to bring you not so positive people, not so positive experiences. And I hate to say it like that, but that's literally how the universe brings us. That's how we attract, I should say, certain things in our life. It's based upon where are we in our energy. But again, I feel like the overall message with this message is really telling you, in order for you to move forward to the next level and in order for you to have the life that you want, that's of this beautiful positive energy that you want into your existence, the first thing you have to do is heal from whatever this is that you've been carrying around, or whatever emotions, I should say. Because maybe it's been more than one thing. Everybody's story is different. Everybody has experienced different things in their lives. Whatever this is that you need to release, the universe is, this message is telling you that it's time to release it. Now, again, I'm not telling you guys to do anything. I'm not saying that you necessarily have to be forced to do this. So I don't want to come across that way, but that's the message here. Whatever you've been carrying, it's time to release it. And if you feel that you are not okay on the inside, it's okay to not be okay. What I'll also tell you is that if you decide to take this healing journey and start your journey into healing yourself and self-love, etc., you are giving yourself the greatest love that a person can give themselves, that no other person can honestly give you. And it's kind of hard for me to explain it, but you would have to start healing in order for it to make sense. I just seen 39 on the timer. Like later on, it'll make sense. Right now, how I'm saying it probably don't make sense. But for those of you that know, you know. it's hard to explain, but you'll get what I'm saying as you heal. This message is literally telling you, hey, it's time to put down what's heavy. Because at this point, you can't carry it anymore. It's getting too heavy. And if you feel like you're not okay, again, it's okay to not be okay. You don't owe anyone a explanation, right? You owe it to yourself to free yourself from this. And in essence, no one else is going to step in and free you from this pain. It has to be you that make the first move. Again, this new beginning, this new positive energy that you want to come into your existence is there. It's waiting on the other side to come in. But it's almost like, again, it's at a pause. Because it's almost like in order for that to come in again, you have to tackle this. Like you have to face maybe the very things that you've been running from where it concerns yourself. And if you have come to a place where all of that is coming to the surface and you've become so triggered to where like it's all coming up to the surface to where you explode. And that takes me back to if you resonated with the having an argument and then you had a moment, that's a clear sign that it's time for you to release whatever emotions that you need to release from your past, from whatever you've been carrying. I feel intuitively once you start peeling back the layers and healing, you will start to see a lot of things shift within your reality. You'll start to see a lot of new positive opportunities come in. You will start to connect with a lot of positive people. A lot of doors will start to open for you. That's of positive energy as well, like of positive opportunities, whether this be maybe your career, new financial opportunities as well, new friendships, new love life, whatever this is that you desire for your future. I just seen 4242 on the timer. It is there. It is waiting for you. But in order for you to receive that, you have to let the emotional baggage go. You have to put down the weight of it all. This heaviness of pain and trauma that you've been carrying. So I don't know if this message helped. If it did, and you resonated with this message, I truly feel that that's the message for some of you today. Um, like I said, it's not going to be easy. I just seen 4333 on the timer. Healing is not a easy thing to do, but it's not impossible either. It just solely comes down to, do you want to heal? Do you want to keep repeating the same cycle and meeting the same people that mean you no good? Do you want to keep carrying around the emotions that are heavy, that are painful, that may be the very thing that's blocking your blessings? Or do you want to free yourself so that you don't have to carry that around anymore, so that you can feel a wholeness within yourself, like so that you can become whole within yourself? Like that's what it boils down to. Do you want to free you? I've seen 4443 or 4444. I just seen that on the timer as well. You could be seeing that number, or the number 444 could be significant. Like I said, if this message helped you at all, or giving you some sort of clarity today, I hope it did. I don't have anything else concerning this message because I'm not picking up on anything else. But whoever you are, I just seen 511 on the timer. It might be time for you to release whatever this is you've been carrying. Um, like I said, it's not going to be easy, but whoever you are, you can do it. And whoever you are, I believe in you that you can do it. And it's possible. Nothing's impossible unless we make it so. So, with that being said, that is a message for you guys today. I am sending you love and light. I'm sending you all healing, and sending you positive energy, as much positive energy I can send you. And I wish you the best of luck to whoever you are that resonated with this message. You got this shit. Just take it one day at a time. And I promise you, after you start your healing journey, it is nothing like it. You will feel, I wouldn't say like a brand new person, but you will feel a sense of freedom. Like you'll feel an energy lift from your spirit. Like it's really difficult to explain, but it's very rewarding. I'll put it that way. It is the most rewarding feeling in the world. You're not going to tackle it all in one day, but if you take it day by day, you'll start to see, you'll start to feel that energy that I'm talking about. But yeah, that is the message. I hope it helped. And if I get anything else, I'll be sure to get back on and let you guys know. And yeah, y'all take care, be safe, make sure y'all are protecting your energy, and I'll talk to you guys later. Ashe.